cold front that we had has gone through. So maybe we'll get some temperatures today in the 60s. 78% on the humidity. Last lightning strike was 1 day ago, 23 miles. No lightning in the last 24. 4.4 gusting to 5 out of the northeast. No rain today, but we did have 2/100 of an inch yesterday, and so going to be about 64, 65 today, Jim, for a high. Going to be a nice day today, partly cloudy. Over there to you, we'll have more weather later on. This is WB6BJN. Back to you, sir.
All righty, Mark. Well, I'm glad she didn't have a headache, but it's our husband's duty to be a pain in the butt. So you just keep being a pain in the butt, but we don't need her headaches. All righty, Mark, you take care. Tell Sarah we said howdy, howdy. All righty, now let's go to Jacksonville and see if get them before they outrun their node up there. And we're going to try, let me see, Thursday. Okay, it should be pretty close. W8, JAX, WB8, BMW.
Hey, good morning there, Jim, and to all on the pre-net. This is W8JAX, and Miss Wendy and I are portable pedestrian along with K9LUCY here in Jacksonville, Florida, where we have, at the moment, mostly cloudy skies and 73 degrees. And we're going to the mid-80s today for our high, and so it should be a really nice day. And good news for northern Ohio there is 2 minutes, 22 seconds more of daylight today than yesterday. The triple twos, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. And that brings you at right today at 37 more minutes of daylight than we have down here in Florida. So that's the statistics for the day there, Jim. I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for giving us a call. W8JAX, portable pedestrian.
All righty, Rod. Well, it's our pleasure to find out that we're getting more daylight every morning. We want to thank you for that. Of course, you're just a purveyor of information. Well. Yeah, now, when it gets, it used to be like 2 minutes and 35 seconds or something, and now it's down to 2:22, and pretty soon it'll be less and less. And now, when it starts going the other way, we don't want to hear that, because then we'll be looking for that there word that we're not allowed to say. So, Rod, Wendy, and K9LUCY, Missy, if she ever stops by again, and of course the kids. Stay safe, stay well. We'll talk to you again later. All righty, let me see. Okay, let's go up and we'll talk to Ray. I talked to him yesterday, finally. I talked to both of them, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock yesterday, which is a good day. K5, CFY, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Fred and Ray.
WB8, BMW, K5, CFY. Good morning, Jim. Yeah, appreciate you checking in there on the second hour with me. And, I heard you on Dustin's hour, too. But good to hear you in there. And I heard Tom, and he checked in too. He didn't give us a critter report, but Tom checked into the net as well. So anyway, appreciate all that. Not much going on here. It's 47 degrees, and not supposed to get too warm today, but no rain, so that's all good. Anyway, I'll get off of here. I'm going to go to breakfast with Nancy and some of the other folks around here, so we'll going to be getting ready to go there. So we'll catch you later, Jim. Thanks for being there for us. Wave a hand there at Miss Judy, and I'll give it back to you. The B8 BMW K5 CFY.
All righty, Ray. Well, when you see Nancy, you give her a big hug, and then if she asks you what that's for, tell her it's from me and Judy. Tell her we want to give her a big hug by you. Not Fred now. Now we want you to give her a hug. All righty, Ray. You take care. All righty, and let me see now. We got a minute. We'll go down to LJ and see what's doing at Bedstead Corners. KB8 LJ, WB8 BMW. How about it, LJ? Are you up this morning?
WB8 BMW from KB8LJ. Well, I'm not quite up yet, but I'm working on it. I got some things I got to face today, and it's been kind of a turbulent and traumatic week for me, but I think things are coming together, and that's the important thing. So one of the more mundane and down-to-earth things I have to worry about is I got a real hayfield in the back. The way the weather is headed, it's going to be a little while before it's practical to get out there and do something about it. But we'll deal with it when it happens. So with that, Jim, WB8 BMW from KB8LJ, back to net.
All righty, LJ. Well, just lay back and enjoy the ride there. And what you ought to do is check around and see if there's a farmer out there with a couple of goats. And you take them and you turn them loose in your backyard and let them do the mowing. Yeah, I've seen a thing on television where some kind of a plant that invasive, So he hired this guy to bring in the goats, and boy, they cleaned it out real good. All righty, you take care, LJ. All righty, well, it's about time we get Mr. Chipper in here and see if he can straighten out things. I haven't got it in too bad of a mess. It's pretty organized this morning. So we'll get him in here and see what he can do. AAACS WB8 BMW looking. Well, Mr. Chipper, if you want to take over, I'll turn it over to you, and you can just make it all official and everything. So, Mr. Chipper, if you're ready, it is now 7 o'clock on the nose. It's time for you.
Good morning, Sarah and friends. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater 147.39 megahertz, the PL 114.8. If you're not all programmed up, get yourself all programmed up. Come on down and join us. Have some fun. This is the control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. Please direct traffic through net control. Emergency and priority traffic, you guessed it, is welcome to break into this net at any time. This morning, your net control operator is Alpha 8, Charlie, Sierra, AA8CS. The name here is Gary. Good morning, Jim. How you doing? Good to hear Ray in there and a bunch of other people. Sounds like we're going to have a great net this morning. What do you have to say for it all, Jim? You're responsible for this stuff, so fess up. What do you have to say for yourself? WB8 BMW to take it, AA8CS. Brian, we're looking forward to you leading us off this morning. Take it away, Jim.
All righty. Well, first you get a wave. got that. Okay, taken care of there. And, yeah, Brian's going to get wet. He's probably already been wet. He's already probably sitting there chuckling in a parking lot someplace. But anyway, it's a pretty orderly crew this morning. We see Rod down in Jacksonville give us 2 minutes and 22 seconds more daylight up here today, which is a good thing. We want to thank him for that. And everybody else done real good. We've got a couple of little blank spots, but I think they're just sleeping in, which is a good thing. And I'm going to beat my brains out a little bit more today. I'm still working on that there 2-meter antenna. I'll tell you, I never cut up so much pipe and everything. I probably got enough to run a half-inch copper line to the next county, but I'll get it. I might not be very smart, but I have patience and what do they call it, tenacity, or that's just stupidity, knowing not when to quit. So before I tell a lie, that's all right, Bill. I told a lie, so we'll turn it over to you, Mr. Chipper, and you can straighten everybody out. Everybody stay dry, stay warm, stay safe, stay well. Back to Nat.
All right, Jim, thanks for that. Well, good luck with that antenna. Well, if anybody can fix it, you can, that's for sure. All right, Jim, take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know why. Because it is. All right, let's get this show on the road. KD8VNM Mobile to lead us off. Good morning, Brian. What do we have to look forward to out there? This is AA8CS. Over to you.
Hey, good morning, Gary. Everybody in the net. It's 41 degrees. That's what I had this morning. It's damp out there. I had .36 on the rain gauge yesterday. And, it's starting to dry up a little bit. So low clouds, fast moving. So I don't think we're going to get that much rain today. So yeah, I did get wet yesterday, but that's all right. It's April, last day of the month. So, other than that, smooth run in Akron. So that's about what I have going on. So, have a good one, and talk to you tomorrow. K8VMM, and I'll be clear.
All right, Brian, thank you for that. Thanks for leading us off, as always. You take care. Stay dry. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, my friend. KD8VNM, we're going to clear with you. Let's head out to Tulsa, see what... Oh, I know what Ray's up to. He's going to have breakfast with Nancy. I heard that on the air. Straight from the horse's mouth. K5CFY, this is AA8CS. Good morning, Ray. How you doing? And don't forget, give Nancy a hug for me, too. K5CFY, this is AA8CS. Jacksonville, you're on deck.
W8WKY.
A8CS. K5CFY. Good morning, Gary. I'll do that. I may spend half the morning giving hugs to Nancy, but we'll spread them out from everybody up there, so appreciate it. Yeah, it's about the same temperature here. We got, I think, 47 degrees, but no rain. But anyway, good to hear you, Gary. And yeah, I got to get off of here and put my shoes on and get ready to go have breakfast with Nancy. And I think some other guys are supposed to show up, so we'll see. Anyway, have a terrific Thursday there, Gary. I appreciate you being there and all you do for the Sierra Club because it is a terrific Thursday. K5CFY. Have a great day.
I'm going to do that, Ray, and you do the same, my friend. I really and truly hope Nancy got everything worked out in Indiana. And she's back home and doing her thing. Good to hear that she's back home. All right, Ray, take care.
Enjoy terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, going to clear with K5CFY. Let's head down to Jacksonville. K8JAX with W8JAX, and of course K9LUCY. Oh, Ray, scratch Fred behind his ears for me. Almost forgot that. Rod, Wendy, how you doing this morning? This is AA8CS.
Hey, good morning there, Gary, and to all on the Barometer Net. This is W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian, along with...
Good morning, Gary. It's K8JAX here, and we're having a good morning. K9LUCY's enjoying a beautiful walk this morning, and I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, well, K9LUCY already found an armadillo and chased it out of the bushes here about 2 minutes ago. My shoulder is almost torn apart here, but we got her in time before she got the armadillo. Here at 70 today, and the ocean temperature is 72 degrees, and we have light, calm seas out there today, and the tide is rolling in. High tide this morning will be at 7:57 a.m. Wendy and I, it's a down day for us, quiet day, nothing scheduled. The first day this week, there's been nothing for us, so we're going to relax. Yesterday, we were delivering for Meals on Wheels, and at the beginning of our routes, we discovered they doubled it on us. So thank goodness for GPS-enabled phones. That's all I can say, because a lot of the locations we had to go to were new. Anyway, back to you there, Gary. Everyone have a great day. W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, Rod, very good. I figure if anybody can pull it off, you and Wendy can. Oh, for sure. All right. Doesn't surprise me that they double up on you guys being who you are and as reliable as you are. They'd say, they can do it. Sure, let's just let them do it. All right, Rod, Wendy, take care. Scratch Lucy behind her ears for me. And you guys have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you all know why. Yep, because it is. All right, clearing with the JAXs. Before we go any further and take our short timers and mobile, I do want to make this announcement. The build, hopefully everybody got the email. If you didn't, get in touch with me or get in touch with Jason. We have two groups going on, and we're back at my garage, my heated garage. Just going to be too cold out there to do this outside on Saturday. So we're going to do it on Saturday in the garage, but we're going to have to break the two groups. So please pay attention to that email. The build is back at my garage, but we're going to do it in two groups. We have a 9 a.m. and an 11. That's how it's going to play out. All right. With that, let's get our mobiles and short timers in here. We want to make sure you're in the log before you get destinated. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8SLG. I'm going to be in and out this morning, Gary. Thank you.
Alpha 8, Charlie, Tango, Craig, and I'll be in and out also. Good morning, Gary.
This is Matthew of Arkadelphia. Good morning.
Please copy November 7, Victor Alpha November, N7 VAN, mobile in and out, 73s.
WAGXX, in and out. Have a great one, Gary.
N8XPK mobile, good morning, in and out, Gary.
All right, here's who I have. KD8SLG in and out. KE8OWX, I think you were in there. There was a bit of a collision there. AA8CF, got you in the log. I don't think you were in and out. KJ5, it was a little messy there. KJ5DIT is in the log. N7VAN mobile. Brian, I have you in and out. Tom, WA8GXX, I have you in and out along with Marty. Good to hear you this morning, my friend. N8XTK is also in and out. I know I missed at least one. If I missed you, come on back.
KE8H&K, trackside mobile, in and out.
Kilo, Foxtrot 8, Echo Tango Uniform, KF8 ETU, mobile.
All right, I think we have everybody now. K8H and K's in there. I have you in and out, Elmer. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. You take care. And hopefully one of those big freighters come by and make your morning for you. K8H and K, we're going to clear, or you're in and out, and we have KF8 ETU mobile in the mix as well. All right, let's get everybody in here. KF8 ETU, I know you're mobile, so go ahead. This is AA8CS and OWX. If you're still there, I think you're in. I do believe. But ETU to take it. AA8CS on this end.
AA8CS, this is KF8 ETU. Adam, morning to you and everyone on the net. Looking forward to the handy build this weekend. I've been working on my antenna project at home since the antenna bit's so crowded, so I think I'm doing all right on my own with it, and I'll get it strung up here this weekend and hopefully on the air. Last night at Cub Scouts, we put on our own little mini fox hunt for our cubs. KF8 GGG was able to build his own little mouse, and KF8 AZD acquired a RF finder from the Coast Guard for the evening, and we were able to do our own little fox hunt. So the kids had a lot of fun with that. Other than that, on my way to Canton, traffic's clear, and hope everybody has a great Thursday, because it is. This is KF8 ETU saying 7-3.
All right, Adam. KF8 ETU mobile AA8CS. Mini fox hunt for the Cubs. There you go. Sounds fabulous. Hopefully they were. It sounds like they were receptive, and that bodes well. That bodes well for everything. Thanks for doing that, Adam. That's very cool. We can make some other arrangements on your antenna if you do have any issues with that. We certainly did not mean to dissuade you from bringing it. I was just trying to. I mean, we honestly, it was a very delightful surprise that we got so many people interested in this particular build, and we are elated by it. So that is great, and hopefully this change will be a whole lot more comfortable for everybody. Again, back at my garage in Fairlawn, just read that email, and we have 2 groups set up. Make sure if the time, the 9 and 11 are the 2 times. If the time doesn't work for you, let us know ASAP. We can make some adjustments if necessary. All right, Adam, thanks for being here. Thanks for working with the Cubs. And it sounds like the mini fox hunt was a great success. Clearing with ETU. Let's see what, let's see. KE8OWX. Thomas, are you with me? KE8OWX to take it. This is AA8CS, and Craig, you're on deck.
Hey, good morning, Gary. Yep, we're here. We're almost to the office. Just sitting back, listening, and trying to avoid the rain. So, you have a good one, and we'll turn it back to you, KE8OWX.
All right, Thomas, thanks for that. I will do my best to have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. If it turns good, that is just a value add, as I say. Thomas, take care. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Always a pleasure. Clearing with OWX, AA8CT. Craig, you're up. This is AA8CS. Yeah, CTCS. Who would have thunk it? And Matthew, you're on deck.
AA8CS. Good morning, Gary. This is AA8CT. And yes, I'm just about destinated, so good morning to all of the Barometer Netters, and I hope they all have a thoroughly tremendous Thursday, and I wish everybody a good day, and God bless. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you, and you do it only so well, and have a great day yourself, and we will probably see you on Saturday. AA8CS, this is AA8CT. Be well, my friends, 73s.
73, right back at you, Craig. You take care, and we'll see you at the build. We'll see you at the build. Remember, it's my place. All right, AA8CT, we're going to clear with you. Let's head out to Arkadelphia, KJ5DIT. Good morning, Matt. How you doing? This is AA8CS.
Hi, Gary. Hey, Gary, if you like, you could always send me a copy of the instructions. Me and antenna building are not the best friends yet, but we're working at it. Kids are up, send them out to their nana to find clothes and help her wake up, which she probably didn't appreciate a lot. Cats are up, moving around. We have plenty of critters. It's going to be a fun day today. We're talking about the 60s. Weather can't make up its mind, so that means it's springtime. I appreciate y'all. 73.
All right, Matthew. You know what? I don't know what you did, but your audio was 100% better. You sounded great. As a matter of fact, I didn't hardly recognize you there right in the beginning. Great audio today. Whatever you did, keep doing it. All right, Matthew. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk to you again real soon, like tomorrow. KJ5DIT. We're going to clear with you at the bottom of my list. Again, let me make this announcement about the build. We are changing the location, and I do apologize about the gyrations concerning this. We thought we could do it outside if the weather cooperated, but the weather did not cooperate. So we're going to have to break it into two groups. We're back at my garage in Fairlawn. It's heated, so we'll be able to make this work. So anyway, but we just have to do it in two groups. So pay attention to the email that came to you from Jason McCormick, and the rest will be history as of Saturday. All right. This round we're going to pencil in KA8MNT, N8WS, K8AGW, and Mark in Clarksville, WB6BJN. And anybody else want to join us? This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Morning, Gary. KC8 FQV.
KD8 ZSH, Randy and Akron.
Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra. K8 CWS, Corbin in Columbus. Good morning.
Please copy Kilo, Echo, 8, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, Mobile.
Kilo 8, Mike, Romeo, Echo, K8, MRE, Mike, New Franklin. November 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8, BAY, Ralph in Stowe.
Kilo, Foxtrot, 8, Echo, Romeo, Zulu, Terry, and Whiskey Run, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
Kilo, Echo 8, Victor, Oscar, X-Ray, KE8, VOX, Scott, Vermilion.
Kilo, India 5, Oscar, Zulu, Zulu, KI5OZZ, The Oz, Pegs, Oklahoma.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec, X-Ray, KE8VQX, Joe in Akron.
All right, nicely done, everybody. KC8FQV is at the top of the list. Ted, you were in there. Honestly, OPQ, I think, is the call. Can you come back and give me your call? I recognize the voice, and I just can't wrap my head around the call. Over to you.
Yes, sir. The call is N8FQP.
Gotcha in the log. Thank you for that. And I don't know. I just had one of those brain malfunctions, commonly known as, well, you know. N8FQP in the log. KD8ZSH, K8CWS, KE8UIB. I'm assuming KFDTP is also there. We'll find out in a second. There was a bit of I didn't quite get this call. You were in and out. There was a Baker Lima in the call there. BL in and out. Can you come back and re-identify, please? All right. If I didn't call you back, you can. We'll give you an opportunity to get back into the mix here. So, 8MRE, Mike's in there. N8BAY. Good morning, Ralph. KF8ERZ, KE8VOX, and KI5OZZ. Nancy, Pegs, Oklahoma. Good to hear ya. Hey, if Ray hugs you a lot at breakfast this morning, it's from everybody in Ohio. just so you know. Ray's not being fresh. No, he's not. All right. Almost forgot Joe. KE8VQX. The tail gunner there. All right. Did I miss anybody?
W8WKY.
Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra. Maybe you called me, maybe you didn't. I'm sorry if I missed it, but Corbin in Columbus checking in.
Roger, Corbin. We have you in the log, my friend. Yeah, stand by. We'll get right to you. I didn't hear any mobiles, so we're going to just get this thing rolling. Let's start today with KA8MNT. Tom, are you with me this morning? This is AA8CS and FQV. You're on deck.
AA8CS, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Gary, and everybody else is on the net this morning. Well, I just woke up and we're under gray skies again with the temperature at 42, and no wind, and we've had 0.04 of an inch of rain since midnight. And the barometer sitting at 29.87. Today's high is 52 degrees and cloudy with an 18% chance of rain. So, I don't know. You might want to get your snow shovel back out again and be ready, because I heard people talking about that here just recently. So. Yeah, if it snows again, I'm just going to lock the doors and honker under the covers and forget about it. Oh, what's going on? Let's see here. We had our QCWA Chapter 21 luncheon at Tim's Tavern yesterday, and as usual, the fish was good, and we had a great time. We had about 19 people there, and great conversation. Learned a lot and revealed a lot. So it was quite fun. Oh, let's see, what else is going on? Today I've got nothing to do except I'm still programming a radio for a friend. I've reset it 4 times now because every time I get it to work the way it's supposed to, it quits working and I have to start from scratch. So we're getting that done. Hopefully I'll have it done by Friday, or I can take it to him at the Maslin meeting. So, anyhow, that's enough of me rambling on. Let me grab a quick nickel. K8MNT back. My wife called me at work the other day and was crying and said the car won't drive. I thought there for a second and I said, well, you know, you have to get in the other seat when I'm not with you. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike, November Tango, turning everything back over to the Thursday morning guru, our one and only NCO, AA8CS.
All right, who are you calling a guru? All right, Tom, thanks for the chuckle. Thanks for being here on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Don't forget to have one. Mark, stand by. I got to go out to Peggs, Oklahoma. Nancy's going to breakfast with Ray, so let's get her on her way. KI5OZZ to take it. This is AA8CS. And you know what? I do have a mobile. So, Mark, you're going to have to stand by a little bit. I'm sorry about that. UIB, you're on deck. Take it away, Nancy. What have you... like I said before, if you get a bunch of hugs, you know where they came from. KI5OZZ to take it, AA8CS. Good morning.
AA8CS and the rest of the Barometer netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ out here in beautiful green country, Oklahoma, sub-housing in Peggs. Yep, looking forward to getting together with a group of the guys this morning for some eats and meats and so on, and definitely the hugs, duly noted. I expect to be mauled. So there you go. I'll pass it back to you. Great to hear you, Gary, and everybody have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. KI5OZZ, back to net.
All right, Nancy, thanks for that, and you take care. Enjoy your reunion with the guys, and tell them that Ohio says hello as they're mauling you. Oh, man, you guys have to have a lot of fun out there. All right, we're going to clear with the Oz, and let's get our mobile in here. Sorry about that, John. KEAUIB, maybe with KF8 DTP. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
AA8CS from KAUIB along with KF8 DTP. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net.
Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. Happy Thursday.
All right, you guys. Let me see. We are doing this drive here from Maslin to Hartville, and it is another day shade of Ohio gray, guys. And let me see. We're trucking along here. The coffee just has not kicked in yet, and the motivation button just ain't working this morning, guys. And what can I say, man? It is I want the sunshine in the 70 days and not in the 70-degree days. That's just all it boils down to. But with that, you guys, this is KA8UIB along with KF8DTP, living the $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the nets this morning, Gary.
right, Lori and John 73, y'all right back at you. Oh, yeah, right back at you. You guys take care. Don't push the panic button. It'll come around. It'll come around. Winter and spring are still having their little tiff, so we'll have it. Yeah, Mother Nature. I was going to say this earlier. Mother Nature pulls the Crayola box out and decides which color the sky is going to be. Her choices are 49 shades of Ohio gray and one blue color. We haven't decided what it's called. Someone recommended sky blue. That's not, no, that ain't going to work. No sky blue, but we do need a descriptor for the single blue color in the Ohio Crayola box. So we'll try to figure that one out. All right, we're going to clear. Oh, man, we're going to clear with you guys. Lori, John, take care. Have a fabulous, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, now I think we're squared away here. Let's go to the top, KC8FQV, to take it. Sorry about that, Mark. This is AA8CS and N8WS. You're on deck.
Wait for all the beeps to come through. Hell, now while you're having it 41 degrees. Yeah, they came in there fast, and a lot were in and out. You know, maybe you need to take and say, hey, I want just in and out this time. Then I want the mobiles. You know, then you don't have to try to remember writing back and forth. Oh, is this a mobile or is this in and out? Maybe you just call and say, I just want in and outs right now, and then I want mobiles. You know, maybe that will make it a little easier. You don't have to try to go back and forth. You know, grabbing different colors or whatever, however you indicate how and who and what they are. But yeah, I gotta go read that email. Yeah, it looks like they're getting along with 77, Gary, but yeah, it's too slow. I'd like to get it done. But I guess if they do it right, it'll be another 30 or 40 years before they do it again. Yeah, they're over there on the bridge, Route 8. It looks like they're building a whole pad to build that new bridge to push it out over. It looks like they're putting a whole pad out. You know, because that bridge curves when you go to the north, Route 8, curves real quick right after the bridge. So now I guess that's what they're doing. They're building a whole pad to do the launching, you know, because they do it safer. They want to be safe. So they have the guys right on the ground, and they're not dangling on ropes or whatever to weld the bridge. They weld the whole thing and make a section, move it out. But other than that, we'll just send it back and see you on Saturday, KC8FQV.
All right, Mark, thanks for that. KC8FQV. See you Saturday. All right, we're going to clear with FQV. Let's pick up N8WS, the National Weather Service. And Ted, N8FQP, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is N8WS. Good morning, fearless leader. Good morning, all in net. Good to hear everybody today. Air quality index this morning is at 30. Trapo's at a 0. My sunrise 6:26. My sunset 8:26. Length today 14 hours 0 minutes. Solar flux indices at 143. Sunspot number 153. K is 1. Geomagnetic field is very quiet. No east skip predicted. I got 40 degrees this morning. Humidity 93%. Northwest wind at 6 miles per mile. Barometer at 2990. Dew point 38 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Maybe not. Prediction for today is Slight chance of showers between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 54. Northwest winds 7 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Okay. Spaceweather.com. Low chance of flares today. Warning. This kind of forecast sometimes provokes an X-flare. That's a good one. Solar activity is quieting as sunspots on the solar disk lose their magnetic complexity. Sunspot 4425 in particular has almost completely stopped flaring in the past 48 hours. Strong explosions are therefore unlikely on April 30th. And now, Amazon is making its own auroras. That's a good article. Get a chance to read it. Currently, there's 6 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me, Gary. Everybody have a great rest of the week. AAHCS in the group, 7-3, everyone. NAWS.
NAWS, AAHCS. All right, Bill, thank you for that that report. We do appreciate it. By the way, your signal is really pretty good today. Really pretty good. I was thinking propagation must be pretty nice, but I'm only S9 on the repeater coming into Fairlawn this morning. Normally it's about 10 over. So I don't know. Whatever's in the air, whatever Mother Nature has cooked up for us. Propagation-wise, it's not too bad. All right, we're going to clear with NAWS. N8FQP, Ted, you're up. How you doing this morning? This is AAHCS.
AAHCS, this is N8FQP. I'm doing good this morning, Gary. I actually woke up early. I didn't get out of bed early, but I woke up early and got my cup of coffee. Thought I'd just sit down here and check into the net this morning, say good morning to everyone. So I'm going to be doing some grocery shopping with my wife this morning, like I always do. And then I hope to see some friends this afternoon. So other than that, I'm thinking it's a little chilly this morning. So I'm getting ready for it to warm up anyway. So all right, hopefully I'll talk to you a little later on. You guys, everyone on the net, have a good day today. And Gary, maybe we'll see you a little later on. N8FQP, back to AAHCS.
N8FQP, AAHCS. All right, Ted, thanks for checking in. Always enjoy when you check in. I'm not sure I'm going to make it this afternoon, Ted. With the change in venue of the build, I have some work to do in the garage, and I only have 2 days to do it. We'll see how it works out. At any rate, I do enjoy our shack time in the on Thursdays. That is a lot of fun with Digital Dorsey and the crew. So anyway, Ted, thanks for being here this morning. Don't forget it's Thoroughly Terrific Thursday, so make sure you have one, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, clearing with FQP. Let's see what Randy's up to. And also his three amigos, Athos, Portos, and Aramis. KD8 ZSH to take it. This is AAHCS and Corbin, K8CWS. You're on deck.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. Well, I've got two of the amigos in the chair here with me. Looking kind of cloudy out there. I've heard people say it's supposed to be raining today, but I looked at the forecaster here and it doesn't say anything other than partly cloudy, so oh well, it depends on which forecast you listen to. I've discovered a long time ago they're not all the same. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and with the weekend coming up, I hope it's fantastic for you. You guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. This is KD, GSH clear, and back to that. 73s, everybody.
All right, Randy, very good. Yeah, you scratched the amigos behind their ears for me, and you have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Yeah, I just pulled up the weather forecast here. Yeah, you know, rain. It says showers early, then cloudy in the afternoon. Then for tonight, mostly clearing skies early, increasing clouds with showers later. So whatever that forecast means, Randy, I think I think that has to do with the discrepancies in the forecast. I think it just means like what time frame are you talking about, I suppose. But as we know, it changes by the minute. KD8ZSH, we're going to clear with you. Let's head down to Columbus. K8CWS, Corbin, good morning. This is AA8CS. What say you? And Dan, K8AGW, you're on deck.
AA8CS, K8CWS. Good morning, Gary, and the rest of the Barometer Netters, in the words of Nick. 45 degrees down here in Columbus. We got a northwest wind at 10 miles an hour, 86% humidity, 2.991 on the barometer, and a 41-degree dew point. Feels like 35. I'm in jeans. I kicked on the heat this morning, and I'm not happy about it. So nobody told me. You know, my wife's birthday is April 19th, and you know, that's kind of our cutoff for any kind of nasty weather. So I don't know what Mother Nature's doing, but she's not holding up her end of the deal. Did want to make a correction. I said, let's see, Tuesday, I think. Gas is $3.89 or something like that. I might have gotten that last week, but I just checked this morning, and it's like $4.25 here in Columbus. So still, I don't think quite as high as you guys up there, but yeah, it's you know, we're not immune down here in case anybody got the wrong impression. So I think I was giving outdated information. Beyond that, we're wrapping up a very busy week here. You know, the university's got me running around, all good stuff, just lots going on. Working also on getting things more organized for the special event station that we're going to be having later this fall for the Whiskey 8 Lima Tango Ohio State University Amateur Radio Club 100th anniversary special event station. So that's exciting. Let me take a quick break here. And additionally, I don't know all the details yet, and I know you all have, Sarah has some posts on the website about it, but the faculty advisor for the club reached out asking if I'd be interested in doing an activation for W1AW. So that seems pretty exciting. I don't totally know what all it entails, but I'm gonna do what I do and say yes and figure it out as I go. So I'm in good hands. I'll get plenty of advisement, I'm sure. So been playing a lot of HF, having a lot of fun. Got Japan on FT8 yesterday on 15 meters. That was pretty exciting. With that, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I'll send it back to you, Gary. Thanks for picking me up. Sorry for the confusion earlier. I walked away from my phone, and I thought I heard you running down the list. I think I was confused. So, but anyway, thanks so much for picking me up. Appreciate it. Saying 73 to everybody. K8CWS.
All right, Corbin, very good. Man, it sounds like you have a lot of stuff going on down there. Yeah, the W1AW /8 initiative that the ARRL is doing is kind of cool. I haven't really looked into that. I do know there's a ham WO3X up here, he is going to do a stint on the W1AW/8, and that is very cool. That is very cool. You will be in demand. That'll be a great opportunity to operate. And the 100th anniversary of Ohio State's club, Ham Radio Club, W8LT, I think you said the call was. That's super. That's very cool. It sounds like you have a lot going on down there. So kudos to you, my friend, and you enjoy. Just enjoy it all. So also, when you said I'll figure it out as I go, it just reminded me of a commercial. The guy's on the phone. He says, "Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Sure, I can do that." And then he hangs up and he says, "How am I going to do that?" All right, Corbin, take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, clearing with Corbin. Let's see. I don't even know where I'm going now. Let's see. Let's pick up Mike, K8MRE. Good morning, Mike, and K8AGW. Dan, you're on deck.
AAHCS, K8MRE. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. We got a little bit of cloud cover this morning, 43 degrees here on Portage Lakes. Barometric pressure, 29.94. I'm just hoping them showers clear up here pretty soon. I got a tee time at 10:30 for my weekly golf league. So hopefully we have a nice afternoon. I know it'll be wet and messy, but still out on the links instead of inside. Hope everybody has a great, safe day out there. Appreciate you getting me in there, Gary. K8MRE, back to net control, 73s, everybody.
All right, Mike. Congrats on the tee time and playing golf today. You know, anytime you can play golf, if you can get out there and play, it's a lot of fun. Back in my playing days are actually over. My back said no. My game actually said no as well. So there you have it. I think if I didn't have so much practice, you know, if I didn't have to swing the club so many times, my back would have maybe held out a little better. But you may or may not know what I'm talking about there. But anyway, Mike, have fun. K8MRE, we're going to clear with you. Let's see, K8AGW on the North Coast. Good morning, Dan. What say you? And Ralph, BAY, you're on deck.
Morning, everybody. K8GW, and yeah, we're down at the bottom of the coffee cup this morning, and washed those frogs down my throat there. Yeah, I got a big cup today, so still working on it. Yeah, cool, cloudy, wet as usual. Got fuel for my lawn equipment yesterday. Yeah, Corbin's right. 4 1/4 a gallon, so it's a shame. But they say we're supposed to have oil in reserve and everything. I don't know why what they're reserving it for, and bring the price down so people use it for their, you know, in their trucks for lawn equipment and everything in business. May be more comfortable, you know, but I guess that's their thought, but not mine. But, yep, everybody stay well, stay safe, stay dry, and hope the antenna, it's good to have good participation in the antenna build there, Gary, and in amateur radio too. So hopefully Gary will hit 55, the double nickel today. So he seemed happy he got close yesterday. So that's 73, folks. Have a terrific Thursday, and thanks for keeping me on deck. KJGW, clear and send it back to net control.
All right, Dan, very good, very good. And I got to tell you, we were surprised by the response on the build as well. Did not think that. I mean that is such a pleasant surprise that the interest was that high. Which again, I've said this before, that bodes well for the for future fox hunts. And again, our May 20th membership meeting is going to be a fox hunt. It's going to be just an introductory fox hunt, and hopefully everybody has a lot of fun with that, and we can plan future endeavors that will also be high in participation. All right, Dan, we're going to clear with you, sir. Thank you for being the purveyor of the North Coast there, keeping an eye on things for us, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Don't forget to tell Mama Fran that we all said hello. All right, with that, let's head over to Stowe, N8BAY to take it. This is AAHCS. Good morning, Ralph.
AAHCS, this is N8BAY. Good morning, Gary, and everyone listening. I'm down in the shop this morning trying to make a little bit of sawdust, and so far things are going well, knock on wood, so to speak. Really don't have very much planned for today. Probably won't be able to do anything outside with the weather the way it is, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, hope everyone has a great day and a great rest of the week. Just wanted to stop in today and say good morning to everyone. AAHCS, this is N8BAY, back to net control. 73, y'all.
Making sawdust is a good thing there, Ralph. Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. My dad was so into woodworking and making sawdust, as you say. So enjoy. That'll keep your mind off of things, like the price of gasoline. Perhaps. All right, we're going to clear with N8BAY. Let's head down to Clarksville, Tennessee. Yeah, WB6BJN. Good morning, Mark. What say you? And are you having a thoroughly terrific Thursday? If not, you should. This is AAHCS over to WB6BJN. And Terry, ERZ, Whiskey Run, you're on deck.
Well, good morning, Gary. Gary, you know what? It doesn't matter what day it is. I have a terrific day. If my feet hit the floor and I'm breathing, thank God. He's given me another gift, and that is he gives me many gifts all day long, because that is taking breaths, and learned that in church last week. But anyway, so yeah, I'm having an absolutely great day and going to continue to have a great days ahead. Hey, good morning to you, sir. Let's go ahead and take a look at conditions here. Currently, well, let's see what's going on here. Here we go. 30.03.9 on the barometer, and it is rising. 49.3 degrees. Feels like 49 degrees. Humidity, 78%. And wind, 2.2, gusting to from 2 to 6 miles an hour from the northeast. And we have partly cloudy skies, and it's going to be a beautiful day today, about 64, 65. There is expected to be some showers over your area. They'll clear a little while, and then more rain and showers come with another as these waves keep coming through. The East Coast is covered by high pressure. The West is covered by, actually the East is covered by low pressure, and the West is covered by high pressure. And where we sit in the middle, there's going to be periods of unsettled weather. There could even be some frost. Let me take a breath. Some frost for you guys, and on Friday night and early Saturday morning if there's some clearing, and even a better chance of frost over the weekend, Saturday night and Sunday. So if you have sensitive plants and vegetation, you might want to take the time to make sure that that is protected from frost, because there could be some temperatures down in the 30s at night, 50s and 60s during the day. Will warm up next week and become wetter again as another low pressure area coming out of the west could start to affect weather and bring more rain and spring storms into much of the Mid-South and the Midwest. Florida could also get some rain and severe weather. Parts of eastern Florida and the east coast of Florida could get temperatures in the 90s this weekend. Let me take a break. And then there could also be some severe thunderstorms. Things work out down there as well. So that's pretty much what's going on. More unsettled weather with break periods. It's not going to be a total washout, but there will be showers from time to time. And you know what? I don't time storms and I don't time rain events. They happen. If somebody asks me when it's going to rain, I'll tell them it's today. If it's going to rain today, I won't tell them what hour, because you just can't do that. Back to you there, Gary, and everybody have a wonderful, blessed day. WB6BJ.
Nicely done, Mark, and thank you for that report. I pulled up, while you were doing that, I pulled up the 10-day forecast for Ohio, and didn't like what I saw. But here, I'm gonna read across the 10 days, starting with Thursday today. It says AM showers, Friday rain, Saturday AM clouds, PM sun, Sunday partly cloudy. Yeah, I can deal with that. Monday PM showers, Tuesday rain, Wednesday showers, Thursday showers, Friday AM showers, and that's the 10 days. So there. There you have it. Ah, we love Ohio. Yes, we do. All right, enough of that. Let's leave Ohio. Let's head down to West Virginia. KF8ERZ. Good morning, Terry. What say you about all this nasty weather we're having? And VOX, you're on deck.
AHCS, this is KF8ERZ. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the Barometer Net this morning. It's good to hear everybody in there. Good to be with y'all. This weather is crazy. We definitely got some rain been going on, and I guess it's much needed because we was in a little bit of a drought, but it's rained enough that the waters in Whiskey Run Creek through here is muddy. It's either the rain or the bootleggers are at it again, dumping their moonshine in there before the revenues come around, but if they are, there's going to be some happy fish in that creek. Anyway, yeah, looking like a good bit of rain. I think May's turned out more like April, but definitely want to let up so I can get my garden started. I don't want to be too late getting it underway. Got stuff in the greenhouse growing. It's doing good. But anyway, yeah, I just mirror what Mark said there. Every day the good Lord gives me to wake up and put 2 feet on the floor, I'm thankful that I'm alive still. So He just gives me one more day each time to wake up and smell the roses. So anyway, appreciate you taking my check-in, Gary. Always a pleasure to be with y'all. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday on here. And look forward to coming back and talking with you tomorrow. So with that, I'll say 73s and God bless. This is KF8ERZ.
All right, Terry. Yeah, I agree with both you and Mark. That's for sure. A classmate died over the last couple of days. There's the funeral home thing is coming up, and it's a sobering thing to think. Classmate from the class of 1969. You never really thought about that. I'd be going to Jeff's calling hours. just never really thought about it. But maybe I should. All right, Terry. Always a pleasure. Hey, good to know the fish are going to be happy. That's a good thing. All right, we're going to clear with ERZ. Let's pick up Scott Again, on the North Coast, KE8VOX. Scott, how you doing this morning? How's construction, and how are you? KE8VOX to take it. This is AA8CS and VQX. Joe, last but certainly not least, stand by. We'll get right to you. VOX, this is AA8CS.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX, Scott, up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermillion, Ohio. The construction's coming along pretty good, Gary. You know, all the small things that take all the time to do is getting done, and been working on the landscaping until this rain hit earlier, well, late last week, early this week, whenever it was. I don't know. Had so many days of rain that I don't even know what day it is. But at the moment, it's dry out there. We got 44.6 degrees. The past 24 hours, we've had 0.134 hundredths inches of rain. Barometer's holding steady at 29.71, and the wind off the lake is north between 10 and 6, and the lake temperature's gone up a couple of more tenths. It's up to 51.8, but every shade of gray there is, Gary's up over the lake right now. Well, 48 out of the 49. Some dark, heavy clouds over the lake, but looking over there towards that state to the north of us, it kind of looks like they might have some blue showing up there, so maybe some of that will move over our way today. But what else? Oh, if you want to join the fun here on the Barometer Net, NORS, Northern Ohio Amateur Radio Club, is having a VE testing session Saturday, May 2nd, starting at 10 o'clock at the Cuyahoga County Public Library at Fairview Park branch there off of Lorraine Road there in Cleveland. Hopefully it'll be dry there. I got to run up there Saturday morning and do that, and got to mow my yard yet. I've been practicing my procrastination this spring on mowing the yard, and I'm getting pretty doggone good at it. So hopefully the rain we're supposed to get will be over with for the day, and it will dry up, and I can get that done today. But that's all I got, Gary. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for getting me in. AA8 Custom Select. This KE8VOX.
W8WKY.
All right, Scott, thank you for that. I loved, 48 of the 49 shades of gray are over Lake Erie. There you go. A little depressed that the maize and blue state has blue skies. That's disturbing, but nevertheless, we'll just let them have it. They'll have brown grass here shortly, without the gray skies and rain. Honestly, if you are looking to test, if you look into it, I don't think there's a weekend or a week even that goes by that you can't test somewhere. As a matter of fact, let me just take this opportunity. The next SARA VE session will be held on June 6th, and that will be in Rittman. So, come on down, get yourself a ticket, and join the fun. All right, Scott, always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hopefully you'll get that landscaping finished if it stops raining eventually. Clear the VOX. Let's head, let's see. Joe's up. I wonder what kind of adventures are in his immediate future. KE8, VQX to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning, Joe. How you doing?
AA8CS, this is K8VQX. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. Let's see. According to the new weather station that I put up last week, it's 40.8 degrees Fahrenheit out, about 89% humidity. The wind looks like it's out of the north-northwest at about one knot. I'm going to call that calm. The barometer is 29.89 inches, and looks like quarter inch of rain in the last event. I'm not really sure what event signifies, what kind of a time period that is. But anyway, that's what I've got. Hoping it dries out a little bit. I got to cut this grass before I head out of town. I got a 4-day trip coming up. Nothing super fancy. Hitting both coasts a couple of times actually. So flying around quite a bit on the next one. And I think I'm gonna need to run down to Talmadge Avenue to put a vote in. I'm going to be gone on Tuesday, or at least while they're open on Tuesday. So I need to get that taken care of as well. Anyway, thanks for getting me in, Gary. I'll be around tomorrow, so talk to everybody again then. This is K8VQX back to AA8CS and the net.
All right, Joe, thanks for being here this morning. I just, hard to believe 'tis the season, right? 'Tis the season. All right, well, always a pleasure having you on board, and whenever you can get here, and you take care, be safe travels wherever you go, whether it's Talmadge or Acapulco, it doesn't matter, just be safe. All right, we're going to clear with VQX. I'm at the bottom of my list. Let me re-identify this as the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. Let me take a quick moment, and I do want to reiterate that the build that's coming up this Saturday, the location has been changed back to my QTH in Fairlawn. You should have gotten an email. We're going to break the group into 2 sessions, one at 9 and one at 11. That way we'll be able to accommodate everybody within the warmth of my heated garage. I am so pleased. Finally, after all these years, I have a heated garage, and it tickles me to be able to use it, particularly for ham radio, that's for sure. All right, let's see. If you would like to join us, now's your opportunity. If you're mobile a short time, let me know, and I will accommodate your schedule as best I can. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening. Come on down. Have some fun.
KC1VQS, Paul in Maine.
Kilo Fox.
Peace
on Earth.
Christian. Uniontown, Hartsville.
Kilo 8 Golf, AAGGG, James and New Franklin.
November Tango 8 Delta, NT8D, Dave in Copley. I'm short time this morning, Gary.
November 8 November, your name is Jeff and I'm mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, KF8ELA, Zach in Dalton. I'll be in and out today, 73 all.
All right, that was a little choppy, but here's who I have. KC1VQS, KF6, POE, Peace on Earth, we got you in the log. Uniontown Station, you were covered up by POE. If you could come back, please.
KF8GHA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Golf Hotel Alpha. This is Andy in Uniontown, Hartsville.
All right, Andy, thank you for that. I got you in the log, GHA, very good. GGG, we have you in the log, NT8D, short time, Dave. Stand by, we'll get right to you. F Mobile, you were broken up. I didn't quite catch the call. Stand by, we're going to get right back to you, then Dave. And last but certainly not least, KF8ELA. Zach, thanks for stopping by, waving a hand. We do appreciate that as well. You have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know why, because it is. All right, let's get Jeff in here. Jeff Mobile, beginning with November, I need the rest of your call. And what do you have for the net this morning? And Dave, you're on deck.
Morning, Net Control. This is November 8, X-Ray, November, Victor. Name is Jeff. And good morning, everyone on the net this morning. Currently, just south of Spencer on 301, headed down to Galleon today to do some work. I got 41 degrees in the truck. Cloudy skies. I mean, that's typical. And last fuel I saw was in Spencer by the tracks there on 301. It's Sunoco, and it was $4.99. Anyways, everyone have a safe day and a great week. November 8, X-Ray November, Victor, back to net.
N8XNV, mobile, AA8CS. All right, Jeff, very good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. We do appreciate that. Didn't miss a syllable that last transmission. Very, very strange. Anyway, good to talk to you this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Make sure you have one, because it is, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Clearing with XNV, let's pick up Dave in Copley, NT8D. Dave, we're at a flex point here. Mother Nature allowed us one blue Crayola in the sky colors. So we have 49 shades of gray and one shade of blue. We decided sky blue doesn't work in Ohio, so we're not going to name our blue sky blue, but we need a blue. We need a descriptor for blue, the single blue color sky in Ohio. What say you, Dave? You're an expert in this field. NT8D to take it, AA8CS. And by the way, when you talked about working on that, the piano, the beauty of the harmonics of the strings, I got into that with you, man. I did. I really did. I wanted you to know that. All right, NT8D to take it, AA8CS, and Paul, KC1 VQS, you're on deck.
Thanks, there, Gary. I guess one way to think about it is doing a Fourier transform in your head, because every pitch coming out of the piano is a complex wave, and then I've developed a skill to pull out individual harmonics out of that complex wave, which I guess what kind of Fourier transform does. And I can't do the math, but my brain can do it without the math. So that's the thing. Physics is just mathematics without the numbers. Hi. Glad I was concerned about the build coming up. They're saying 45 to 50 degrees. If there's a breeze, I don't know how you get a soldering iron to work out in the pavilion. So I'll check out the email and see which group to need to sign up with, or let me know which group you'd like me to show up for. Either way. Just getting ready to haul my Dupa out to Lorraine. Waze is telling me it is a 1-hour drive from now, and gas around here is $4.29 a gallon. I started this a while ago, and now I've tied it to the gas prices. I'm charging travel to get to my client's place. Ends up making less than minimum wage for my time, and covers the gasoline to get there. So that's how I'm dealing with it. I've got no really other choices. But anyways, hope everybody has a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Thanks for picking up the call there, Gary, and looking forward to seeing a bunch of folks this Saturday. NT8D, back to Net Control.
NT8D, AA8CS. All right, Dave. While I'm thinking about it, you are in the 11 o'clock group. There we go. So yeah, good group. They're both great groups. We just kind of divvied it up there. You're with the 11 o'clock group, Dave. So there you have it. And, yeah, you know, it doesn't surprise me that your brain is trained to focus in on those harmonics. That just doesn't surprise me at all. All right, Dave, good to talk to you. You take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know why? Because it is. Plain and simple. Yeah, there you go. NT8D, we're going to clear with you. Let's head out to Enfield, Maine. KC1 VQS. Good morning, Paul. How you doing? How's the puppy doing? Riga should be in pretty good shape by now, I hope. This is AA8CS, and Christian, you're on deck.
Well, good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. Yeah, Riga is completely recovered and back to normal and up to her old shenanigans. It's good to see that again. So thanks for asking. I appreciate that very much. And it is quite a relief this week to have a healthy dog again and not paying those vet bills. But they were really great about it, and they did a really good by her. So we're really grateful for that. It's 44 degrees here and breezy and cloudy. We're supposed to get some heavy rain later today. It's been a busy week. I was able to get out on Monday and do some yard work. It was 70 degrees. It was beautiful, and that was when Riga really started to be outside and getting back active again, so that was good. Then Tuesday I substituted for U.S. history in the high school. That was interesting. I know all the kids because I've had them before in middle school, so that was an advantage. And then this morning I've been up bright and early. I had to etch 2 shot glasses for a customer that's coming to pick a special order up today. So I had to make the stencils for them and go out in my shop and sandblast those. And this is a referral from an order I did a couple weeks ago from a couple of their friends. I tend to get a lot of customers word of mouth, so that's pretty good. And then tomorrow, my daughter and her husband, I have to go help them. They are moving tomorrow, so she starts a new job. They live in the mid-coast part of Maine in the town of Waldoboro, and that's 2.5 hours away. But I'm thrilled about this move because they're moving to Bangor, which is 45 minutes away, and they will be closer, and that's where her new job is going to be. He works remotely for a tech company, so all he needs is a good internet connection, and he's set to go. So I have been volunteered to stop in Bangor on my way through and pick up the U-Haul and drive that down. I'm going to break the time just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. This is a U-Haul truck. This will be interesting. I've never driven one of those before. I can't imagine that they would have enough stuff to fill something like that because I moved them down there last year with my ATV trailer. So I kind of thought I might be taking that, but I'm not questioning it. I'm just doing as I'm asked, and hopefully it'll work out. But it will be a long day. Sandra is going to stop and get takeout and bring to their new house after work, and so we'll eat dinner with them at their new place. So that sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So that's all that I have today, I think, Gary. So I'll be able to check in tomorrow. I might be on the road, but I'll still be here and listening in and checking in. So 7-3, have a terrific Thursday, everyone, and we'll talk soon. KC1 VQS. Back to you, Gary.
Really glad that Riga is mended, not on the mend, but mended. That really is fabulous news, Paul. And yeah, congrats on the you know, when people move closer, that's always a good thing. Both of my kids live in Texas, so maybe they could take a note out of this. Maybe they could move closer. They're not moving, and we thought about trying to follow them, but trying to follow kids that's probably not a good plan. because about the time you move to town, they'll move someplace else. So that's kind of the way life is, I suppose. My wife and I are planning on spending some time in Texas next winter. So we're going to spend 4 to 6 weeks maybe in Austin with the kids, and that'll be a lot of fun. Get us out of some of this weather here in Ohio. So hopefully that plays out the way we plan it to play out. So we'll see how that works. All right, Paul, clearing with you. Take care. Have a great day today. Actually, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk again soon. All right, let's head over and see what Christian has for us this morning. KF6 POE to take it. This is AA8CS, and Andy, you're on deck.
AA8CS, Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth. Great hearing you, Gary. Paul, have a good trip out there to Bangor. I grew up going to Bangor. My grandparents and family, I was born in Bar Harbor, so, but grew up in California. And we used to go from Northeast Harbor up to Bangor, where my uncle was, still is. And great place. Glad that's closer. Last night was a ball on the Beacon Net. We had a great time. Miss Lucy did a great job. And Josh was there, too. So that was fun. And, I encourage anyone to get out there on the Beacon nights, Wednesday and Sunday, because it was a great time. Trivia questions, some banter, and it was real nice. And as the POE said last night, wait, that's me, for whom the Beacon Net tolls, it tolls for thee. So have a great build on Saturday, everyone. And 73, this is Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth, back to net control.
All right, Christian, to coin a phrase, yes, it does. It tolls for us, for sure. All right, Christian, well said. Thanks for being here this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, I hope. Clearing with POE, let's pick up Andy in Uniontown, KF8 to GHA to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
AA8CS, this is KF8GHA.
W.
Today it's cold enough, I'm going to build a fire and just sit by it. It's a good excuse not to go outside, but I have to. My lawn tractor quit working the other day. The battery's dead. I have to dig it out and get it recharged. But other than that, things are pretty decent up here, except that gasoline at the BP on 619 and Canton Road is $4.99. And as you go north on Canton Road, all the stations. There's a get-go at 429, but driving is going to be expensive now. So anyway, that's basically all I have today. I'm going to go build a fire and enjoy it. Back to net. Gary, good morning. Back to net control.
All right, Andy, very good. When you mentioned digging the battery out of the tractor, reminded me we had a 300M, Chrysler 300M, that needed a new battery. Little did I know that you had to disassemble Johnny 5 in order to get to the battery. Had to take the front wheel off and then get into the wheel well. It was totally ridiculous, and I just they should punish engineers who do things like that. They should be punished. That's my opinion anyway. Andy, good luck with the tractor. We'll talk to you again real soon. And a fire today, this morning, is definitely a great idea. KF8 GHA, we're going to clear with Andy this morning, and let's see what James has for us. K8GGG. Good morning, James. What say you?
AA8CS, this is K8GGG. Good morning to you and everyone else on the net. We had a good time yesterday at Cub Scouts. I wanted to make note of that. So we did a fox hunt. at our church, which has a park adjacent to it. So we had about 200, 300 yards to do a fox hunt, and I built a fox out of a handheld unit with an Arduino computer board and some circuits and relays and a battery, and transmitted my call sign and Cubs Pack 3118 fox hunt in Morse code. And one of our dads is in the Coast Guard, and he borrowed a piece of equipment from them to do a direction finding antenna. It's a very cool little tool, and it was extremely sensitive. We used 0.05 watts of transmit power, so Baofeng could not pick up the fox from more than about 20 feet away, and this thing picked it up from across the field. So it was a really good time. I encourage anyone who's not done a fox hunt, or anyone who's involved with youth that want to do a fox hunt, look into it. It's very, very fun all around, building and learning that stuff. So anyways, I will pass it back to you. Have a good day. 73 y'all.
All right, James, very good. I have a question for you before you go. KF8ETU, Adam was talking about having the mini fox hunts with Cub Scouts. Is this the same group? Over?
Yes, sir, it is. Yes, Adam was our previous Cub Master. His son moved up to the Boy Scout troop, but he came out last night as well to participate in the fox hunt. And then we also had Jeff, who is another leader in the Cub Pack. He is KF8 Alpha Zulu Delta, I believe, AZD. So you might have heard him on the radio here a couple times as well. He's the one in the Coast Guard that was able to borrow. It was a L-Tronics it's Elper, L-PER. Cool little piece of equipment that isn't made anymore. The company's been shut down, but it is incredibly sensitive and worked amazingly well.
All right, very good, James. That's cool. Yeah, Adam gave us a report earlier. He was mobiling someplace. I don't know where. I don't remember what he said, but he did mention the mini fox hunts with the Cub Scouts, and that's awesome that you guys are doing that. I'm curious, the kids had a great time. They were real receptive to that, I'm assuming. Over?
That is correct. Yeah, they enjoyed it. We actually had another guy come out last week and do a ham radio presentation as well with his Coda kit. We had 3 separate stations set up last week. We were talking to a few places, and we even got Cuba, which was really cool. Yeah, the kids really enjoyed it. They get antsy. They like to go run around outside, so it gave us a good excuse to do that. They did not enjoy the indoor part so much when we were trying to teach them a little bit about Morse code, but I think they all learned SOS at least, which was fun. Over.
All right, James, very good. That's awesome that you guys are doing that, and that's such a tremendous activity for Cub Scouts. I'm sure you're going to get a couple ham radio operators out of that group. I'm just positive of it. All right, James, thanks for being here this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday, and thanks for the input. We do appreciate that. We'll talk to you again real soon, I hope. This is AA8CS for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. The name here is Gary. The call is AA8CS. We're getting toward the end of the hour. Boy, I'll tell you, time flies when you're having fun. Anybody else out there like to join us? Come on down. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
KV8LJ.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8HAG, Tim, mobile, in and out.
Kilo Delta 8, Yankee Foxtrot Oscar, KC8YFO, Andy, Medina.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Foxtrot Charlie, Randy, Jonesville, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Delta Echo, KF8, EDE, in and out.
Nicely done. We picked up KB8LJ, KD8HAG Mobile. Tim, I have you in and out. Thanks for stopping by, waving a hand. We do appreciate that. KC8YFO. Andy, have you in the log. Stand by. We'll get right to you. KF8CFC and KF8EDE. Both in and out. Thank you guys for stopping by on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Don't forget that it is thoroughly terrific Thursday, so make sure you have one. All right, let's go to the top. KB8LJ to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Gary. AA8CS from KB8LJ. Just have one quick suggestion. You were worried about how to name the particular kind of blue we get in the skies around here on rare occasions when it does trend into the blue. And my suggestion would be something that has a nice alliteration to it, like Buckeye Blue. So, with that, KB8LJ, back to net.
All right, Chuck, a little alliteration goes a long way, don't you think, on this thoroughly terrific Thursday? Buckeye Blue. You know what? That has a certain ring to it and certainly clarifies it that it is definitely Ohio. Yeah, I like it. Well, I'm going to run it past Dave, NT8D, see what he thinks. He'll be the ultimate final say on that one. He is the Crayola Ohio expert, the Ohio Crayola expert. Let's put it that way. All right, Chuck, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your input this morning. That was quite. It was quite timely and handy. And actually, a pretty doggone good suggestion. KB8LJ, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what Andy has to say for. What are you thinking about that idea, Andy? Buckeye Blue. KC8YFO. Yeah. It's a very elusive color. YFO. Andy, to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning.
W8WKY.
Well, good morning, Gary, and all you netters there. Well, I would agree. I do like that. I like Buckeye Blue. It is a good play on words. It's our own version. So that is good. Let's see. Just got in the car, grabbing myself and the wife a coffee here, and submitted my field day T-shirt contest idea last night, so that's good. Hopefully that's up for consideration. And just ended a 4-day trip. Was on the West Coast. That was actually some real blue. So San Diego was pretty nice, sunny. But home is where the heart is, right? So, anyways, turn it back to you, and thanks for taking me this morning. Have a great Thursday. KC8YFO. Back to you, Gary.
All righty, Andy, thanks for that. I'm sure your lovely bride is going to appreciate the coffee, that's for sure. I know I would. Yeah, I would for sure. All righty, sir. Thanks for being here this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Take care and have a terrific Thursday. There you go. All right, I'm at the bottom of my list, and we're at the bottom of the net. Let's make this the last call. If you're out there and want to join this motley crew, and I use the term quite fondly. If you'd like to join this motley crew, come on down. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening. Last call.
Kilo Delta 8, November Echo Oscar, KD8 NEO, Darrell and Holmes County, in and out. I think Smurfy Blue would be great.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4 OG. Mark and Copley.
All right, we picked picked up KD8NEO. Daryl, I have you in and out. Smurfy Blue. Yeah, there you go. Little guys that hide. Yeah, that's like our blue skies, that's for sure. All right, Daryl, thanks for that suggestion. We do appreciate you stopping by and waving a hand. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. In the meantime, we'll talk to you later. Clearing with NEO, let's see what the original gangsta has to say. K4OG, good morning, Mark. How you doing? And what's happening in your world? This is AA8CS.
AA8CS and all the listeners. K4OG. Good morning, Gary and everyone. Well, I was just listening to the net, enjoying it while concentrating doing my expense report. That's very important. Until the subject came up about the Ohio gray, blue color, I couldn't hold my tongue any longer. I had to check in. I just wanted to give Dave another option. How about Moody Blue? K4OG, back to net.
All right, Mark, Moody Blue. There you go. Smurfy Blue, Moody Blue, Buckeye Blue. Yeah, that's three pretty good options, I think. So we'll leave it to Dave to choose one of those. He might have another idea of his own. You never know. Mark, always a pleasure. You take care. Get that expense report done. Yeah, that money's just hanging out there, ready for you to spend it on some more radio equipment. K4OG, this is AA8CS. Thanks for being here this morning. All right, let's turn it to the closer. Coming out of the right field bullpen, here he is, ready to mow him down. W8CTM to take it. This is AA8CS. Carrie, this morning, we have 47 check-ins total, including you and I. Not too bad. What say you? This is AA8CS.
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Well, it's definitely not any of the blues we've mentioned or I've heard mentioned this morning out there. It's just a typical Ohio gray day today. Imagine that. Well, we get a lot of them, but it's the way life is in Ohio. Well, anyway, Gary, I don't have anything this morning, as usual. But it's been a great net. There's no doubt about it. A lot of good conversation here this morning, no doubt. And I'll have to think up or whatever a color blue. I have no idea. There's a lot of blues out there, but I think the Buckeye blue, that's a pretty good color. It's we don't have to whatever. It's fun. Anyway, that's all I have. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do every day. So anyway, that's all I have this morning. Hope everybody has a thoroughly terrific Thursday out there, and the rest of the weekend or weekend goes well for everybody out there. And sounds like Saturday will be a fun day for you, Gary, there at building that whatever you're building out there in your garage. That sounds like it'll be a fun project. Anyway, everybody have a great day, and I'll say 73 and turn it back to AA Custom Select. And Gary, another great net and 47 check-ins. That's pretty reasonable. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, everybody have a great one, and this is W8CTM 73, and back to you there, Gary, to wrap it up. And great net.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the tradition of this net. We do appreciate that. Yeah, so, finding this single descriptor for blue for the Ohio skies, that's a noble gesture, but wait. We have 49 descriptors of gray that we have to come up with. Now that'll be fun. Stuff like maybe gloomy gray. Yeah. That's going to be fun. All right, Carrie, thanks for being here on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Make sure you have one, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. All right, I'm at the bottom of my list. Let me take a moment, remind everyone that this net does meet regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. That's in the morning for the uninitiated. Yeah, early in the morning. Be a regular check-in. Keep this net alive. After all, it is the premier drive time net in northeastern Ohio. This is the WAWKY repeater on 147.39 megahertz. The PL is 114.8. We are located, the repeater is located in Doylestown, Ohio. Name here is Gary. The call is AA8CS, and I return this repeater back to regular and standard amateur radio use. 73, everybody. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. And you know why? Yeah, because it is. This is AA8CS, and I'm clear.